We're here to light the nearby kiln. Don't worry, we don't mean any harm, Jacob said as the fairy floated a little closer. Then what's with the giant sword? And that axe on your hip? You two look pretty well armed to be here just to light a fire, she said defiantly. They're just to defend ourselves, nothing more, Jacob said, pulling the blade off his shoulder and planting it in the ground. See? We don't want to hurt anybody. Right, Sylvie? He asked. She nodded, but the fairy's eyes hung on Sylvie's axe. Follow his example, and I'll let you pass, the fairy said, pointing her blade at Sylvie's hip. I'm sorry, this axe was a gift from my mother. I can't just leave it lying around, she said. Well then, you're not allowed in our city, the fairy cried out, fluttering backward just a bit before taking up a defensive stance. Is the kiln in the city limits? We don't mind going around, Jacob offered. No, it's to the temple off to the north, the fairy explained. Good, just like the last one. Alright, we'll be on our way then. Sorry for scaring you all, Jacob apologized politely before picking up his sword and heaving it back over his shoulder. Sylvie nodded in agreement and followed him as he started heading toward the temple. Hold! No one's allowed in the temple without permission from the elders, the fairy called. Listen, I understand you guys have your traditions, but we really don't have time for this. There are people's lives on the line, and that might include the fate of your entire culture, Jacob explained. The fairy seemed taken aback and put a hand to her chin. Really? Then I suppose making you wait for those old geezers to come to an agreement might pose more of a problem than it's worth, she replied. We don't want to cause any issues, but we can't really afford to wait around, Sylvie added. The fairy seemed conflicted, but it only took her a moment or two to decide. All right, then. I'll escort you, she said. Jacob and Sylvie shared a concerned but somewhat pleased glance with each other, glad they'd gotten through to the little one. Well, since we're going to be traveling together, what's your name? Jacob asked. I'm Tattle. What should I call you two? She asked.